y'all. Got some technical difficulties we're working on right now. We just lost one of our cameras, but we in the building, y'all. What's today? Today Wednesday or something like that?
Yes.
We made it back to another. It feel like Friday. This rain is out here. I officially am happy. I got a hoodie on. I don't feel no type of way because I guess got a sweater on too. So let me know it's almost that time, everybody.
Nah, it's that time. It's
that time?
It's not almost. It's that time.
Trev from Harlem. He's our official dress coordinator.
To bring the Timbs out now?
Yeah, it's about that.
You definitely
I didn't know because I broke mine out today for the first time, and I was like, "Is it time to put it on?" Like,
yeah, it's
I went with it,
especially the dusty ones.
Just for the one I'm at right now. That's what I'm saying.
Especially the ones you wore last year.
Exactly. I ain't even go new yet. I'm just like, nah. Break out these old ones for a couple weeks, and
we definitely bust those out.
Yeah, man, I appreciate this, man. It's special right here, man. We got somebody in the building. This gentleman, when I think of him, like I said, I told him coming into the studio right now, when I think of his brand so much, I think of it more like I love what he's doing as far as the music is concerned, but like I said, I'm so attracted to business and the different avenues of success. Like when I thought about you right away, I was just like, I love what he's doing DJ, I love what he did with the hoop thing, but I really am totally in love with how you just branded the whole Authorize thing. The I am Brooklyn, I am New York, the Authorize, just everywhere you see it. So I said, listen, as soon as I can, I got to get him up here, and we got to make sure we really get a chance to talk about this and put this out there for the world to get to have it. So without further ado, gentlemen, we got Mr. DJ Authorize is in the building.
What up?
Yeah, you here. You can't hide no more.
Yeah, I can't hide no more.
I'm going to make everybody laugh. I was messing around with my guy Authorize, and we actually have a bunch of mutual friends I guess we didn't know about in the beginning. But ran into each other about 3 barbecues in the last like 3 or 4 weeks. So as soon as I seen him the first time I was like, hey, that's it.
I need you up here.
Yeah, need you up here. Come on, stop this. We can't see each other at another event like this and not come talk about it on air. But yeah, brother, I'm glad you're here, man. I'm glad we get a chance to actually put your brand on the forefront of American Dream Radio and just really start this whole process. Not to mention, I heard Fashion Week is starting soon. So,
yeah, man.
You know, if they need me to walk or something like that.
I got you.
You available?
I'm out here. Trev, the local pretty boy. But, you know, if they need a bigger guy to get out there and walk and do some things, man. But let's make sure we do this right, man. To the right of you, man, that's my brother, man, cool-ass Trev.
Yeah.
Yeah, Trev is in the building. Got a podcast. What's the name of your podcast, Trev?
No Disrespect.
Ain't it like No Dot? How they find it?
Well, you can find me No Dot Disrespect Podcast on Instagram and No Dot Disrespect Podcast on YouTube. And subscribe.
Yeah, Trev is he keep us all.
Don't disrespect means disrespect.
I mean, yeah, it's not that we disrespect, but we say what we want. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's disrespect, but it's no disrespect. Got you.
Listen, I like it every time. I think they like y'all turn 25 or 26.
Yeah, we turned 25 this week.
Yeah, it's real gritty.
Congratulations, Trev.
Yeah, he's a grown up. You can drink and you can get into the strip club now.
Yeah, most definitely. So, matter of fact, I'm having a live podcast at the Gansevoort Market for the
Saturday, you said?
Yeah, for the next 4 Saturdays of this month. So y'all could come through.
So I don't think I'm working, so I really might come through.
Huh? Yeah, the meat packages, come through there.
I was going to say I'm not working, so I officially think I might be down there on a Saturday. I ain't doing nothing else.
What time to start?
We starting 4 o'clock this time. We're gonna start on time. We definitely got
black people time.
No,
straight 4 o'clock.
No, 4 o'clock.
4:30. I should get there.
Yeah, you get there.
All right, you know. No, good and well, you ain't coming.
No, because we got it set up and everything, but
fashion
most of it. Between 4 and 5.
Let's make sure we keep this party going. To the left of me, your right, my right, maybe y'all left. I just want to make sure we know DJ Authorize know we chatting with today, man. This is Miss Tiff right here, the beautiful Miss Tiff. This is our real estate guru. Tiff got a real estate license. She really don't be messing with us that much. I'm trying to replace her with a stripper, which they won't let me. So for now,
you replace me with 2 strippers.
Listen, I'm trying to get it right, man. I told you this already. The second I can, you're gonna be coming in here. They're gonna be sitting on each other's lap. You're gonna be like, forget all this intelligent conversation. We want to hear some ratchet conversation. But no, Tiff's like a real estate guru, man, as far as I'm concerned. And definitely, I'd say this. I know you're moving on to bigger and better things, and one day I think you'll have a warehouse for this stuff to really get moved all the way through. As I see your vision growing. Tiff is a good person with, what's this word I'm looking for? Let me make sure I got this right now. Real estate, what's the time? Commercial real estate.
Commercial,
right?
yeah.
So if you're looking for a corner store, if you're looking for a bar or something like that, a building. I want you to stalk Tiff. I'm going to make sure y'all following each other on social media and stuff like that. But I told her as soon as I get my first million, I'm coming over there and letting her know to go on and get me right. But yeah, American Dream Radio, man, we are so happy to have you, brother. Mr. Life of Your Party, DJ Fly Ty. I know he said he going to pop in here for a second, a little while, but we always tell everybody as far as this branding thing, and I'm sure we'll get into this in a second, it's really good when one of them are off doing another venture because it sort of helps American Dream Radio and what we do here. And as long as Ty's in the school making them rock, Travis somewhere making them do what they do, and Tiff is somewhere doing a real estate thing and then dropping that American Dream card in there, I think the brand is growing every chance it gets. So without further ado, brother, I got to get into your life a little bit, figure out what's going on, man. I'm going to mess with your journey. Heard you did some basketball stuff in the past, so I got to dig into that a little bit, man. Heard there was some New Jersey Nets walks-ons and all that. So
yeah, man.
Yeah, I want to mess with your life a little bit. Before anything else, man, I want to let everybody know. Talk to me a quick second, just a brief. What is the Authorize this brand? Because I want to say that's the correct name of it, right?
Yes.
So what is it? Tell me what it is.
It really started off, like I said, just things I've been through in life. You know what I mean? Through basketball, personal. And I tell people in your everyday life, just like everybody on this panel, you authorize everything you do in your life. You know what I mean? So it's not like a local or worldwide. It's just global. You know what I mean? So it's just at the end of the day, it's more of yourself, what you want to do every day in your everyday life. So you have to authorize that. Nobody can give you approval. So once you do it, you stamp, sign, and seal.
Nice. Who actually came up with the name Authorize? Was that something that was all you, or I don't want to give away no trades. I don't want to get sued.
No.
All right, I don't know who actually.
I say it like this. So it's
you
like,
want to mumble it because it's going on camera. I want to.
No, it's okay.
No,
what happened was I was just DJing one day and I was like, yo, I authorize y'all to dance. And one day I was dealing with a girl. She was like, sometimes you got to give credit where credit's due. And she like, you should put that on the hat. I said, what? I authorize you to dance? She like, yeah, everybody's doing a little their own logo, their own logo, whatever. I was like, let me try something different. So I was like, authorize. I was like, you know what? I authorize this.
I knew it had to do something we couldn't even think about. I was sitting here for the last couple of days.
Yeah, and I was like, you know what? I was like, all right, I authorize this. It'll work. So I'm not thinking it's going to push for ass or nothing. I just put it on the hat. Sold out the first week. Literally, I bought like 50 hats, sold out.
Where did you, talk to me about the route you took, I guess, more than anything.
So the route I took was my brother used to work for Best I Fly.
Shout out to Best Style Fly, man.
He worked he worked there. So it was a guy named Gary 22, the one that does Nobody's with Carmelo Anthony.
Oh, he does. I like that.
Yeah. So his store's over here on it's right there in the Bronx. Can't think of where it is at. I think it's on Alexander. Right there.
Okay, I know exactly where that's at.
Yeah. So I just told him the idea, the concept. He just gave me the hat. I liked it, and then just went from there. You know what I mean? Like I said, it's just me knowing people, good, have good relationships with a lot of people, never, no bad blood.
Did you see the, I guess the question is, did you see the hats actually taking off right away? Was it
No, the first week it sold out.
Everything you put out there?
Yeah, everything. The first week, I like I said, to me, I didn't think it was going to be as big as it is now.
Okay.
So I was like, just sometimes I doubted myself at that time. You know what I mean? I wasn't sure, but I was like, let me just step into it. And then when I
had you been DJing, and so there was your name already moving around?
Yeah, my name was moving around. Like I said, just it all came from playing basketball. Just,
yeah, of course.
Playing across the world and everything like that. So it's just like from there, just like people to support it. Like what I mean? I guess people feel like if I can wear it, he's a good dude. He's a cool dude. Everybody likes him. Yeah. I can wear it.
And how long? When did this start? When did you?
Maybe like a year and a half ago.
Oh, word? Took that.
Okay. So how you feel? Like I feel the same way. You know what I mean? So people's like, how long did you have? Like maybe a year and a half. They was like, looked like you had this brand for like 10, 20 years. I'm like, nah, it just started.
Okay. So even when we look at the J Will for the Kill from the other day, you see he started his thing about a year ago. He said with it, and it's sort of growing in the same way. And I think he's sort of seeing that right here with your situation with the clothing. Noticing
this
I like that sweatsuit. Yeah,
I'm noticing.
The quality is good too.
I'm noticing.
That's one thing.
The quality is very good.
And that's one thing I do. I tell people, like, why you don't come out with stuff? I said, I'm not gonna come out with a $2 shirt and try to sell it for $8.
Right.
I'm gonna give you an $8 shirt, but I'm gonna sell it for $2, $3 because the more people have it, the better the quality is. People love it. Like this hat right now, like I said, people buy it in the store for $50, $60. You know what I'm saying to you? But it's great quality.
It's
I'm not
quality,
gonna say just like New Era. They sell you bull crap, but you're still gonna buy it because it's $34 and it got New Era on the side.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You buy a Rock Nation hat. Just because it just got the paper plane on it, you're gonna buy it.
Yeah.
They got me for $50.
You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, I try to look at the competitors. I try to look at people that, what they say. I was like, you know what? I'm gonna do the same kind of hat, but just for the better quality. So I'll be like the Frank Lucas of.
I feel that.
All right.
You said it's on Alexander?
Alexander, yeah.
I know exactly where that's at.
Mm-hmm.
So they can find the hats down Alexander too?
No, yeah, that's what the guy that actually makes them. So he's there. He has like, Mellow, all his Mellow stuff, the 7 hats, different shirts. He actually make hats. So if you looking for a hat to even do a American
Yeah, we are.
Yeah. So
we slow footing it though. No, we slow footing it though.
I got you. Don't worry about it. You got to slow.
I know how this works. We take a brand. We take it one day at a time.
It's all about support, man. It's not what you know, it's who you know, man.
Yeah, absolutely, man. Well, I appreciate this, man. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna throw to some music for a quick second. Before I throw to the music, I ain't gonna let you just sneak out of here. Who you listening to? And I know I get this DJ stuff all the time. Jazzy Joyce done hustle me out of this answer already. I ain't gonna let this happen again. I'm gonna wait till we come back, but I need to know your top 5. And I want to know before your top 5. Who you listening to right now? Who's your
Biggie?
Biggie?
That's it.
That's it?
That's it.
Nothing else?
No.
Wow.
I like that.
I'm old school.
Yeah,
I like I said, at the end of the day, I respect to the rappers now. I take nothing from them, but at the end of the day, these young guys got to respect where originally came from. Especially Alonzo Ball with that nonsense he was talking about. We ain't gonna go about that. But see, like we're gonna get some sports. We're gonna chop Lonzo. I already chopped his head off, but I guess you here. You done threw it out. I'll finish him. I'll authorize that. I'll finish him off.
Yeah, I was about to say everything. Shane himself. Shout out to Nas, man. Real hip hop, man. What we gonna do, man? We gonna see if we can sneak some Biggie, some Nas in here. Usually we got Fly Ty in here ready to go, but I got all faith in my producer right now, my engineer, and everybody in here. So we're gonna throw to some music for a second. We're gonna come back. I wanna get into your journey a little bit, your basketball life, how this whole thing started for you, and then maybe wrap it up with some authorized talk. I see some people you authorize and who you ain't authorized that's out here acting like you did.
Gotcha.
American Dream Radio, y'all. American Dream Radio, we in the building. Shout out to you, Mr. Easy, man. I appreciate that dance hall music right now. To the right of me, your left, my left, maybe y'all right. I done got that down pat. I'm breaking the misinfo rule and I'm chewing gum, but you gotta get it together.
That's the misinfo rule.
That's the misinfo rule. I've seen it happen enough, but.
Are you sure it's misinfo?
It's American. What's the chick name?
But is your rule too,
Angela Yee?
One of them Chinese. You know one of them. I don't want no disrespect. I'm sorry. We'll say that for Saturday, but it's one of them over at the other spot. But see how we get you caught up in this right away? Yeah. You don't want to say nothing about this.
I'm good.
That's what we're going to do, y'all. American Dream Ready. We are back, man. Everybody pay attention to what's going on. DJ Authorizes in the building. It looks like he just authorized us. We have to pay attention to this. At least we learned the definition. I'm going to keep it real with you. I'm an inquisitive type of person. I actually looked up the word authorize and I really started to dig. I really wanted to be like, what does authorize actually mean? The actual meaning of it and stuff. So it definitely says to give someone power, to empower someone. So yeah, I appreciate you stepping by here to officially authorize us. Now we can act the fool. Thank you. Before we go any further, I need you to know, and I tell us all, I guess, you know we up for an award. So I need you to go out and vote. I'm committing you to one vote right now. It's at you got to go load the DSN BX app or something like that. But we're going to go over and do this again. I did it on the air last week, but got to load the app. Once you load the app, you see, what are we up for, Trevor? Best new show with most impressive head start.
Yeah,
we'll take it.
No, I know, because a lot of people comment on my page. It's like, this is one of the best shows. Yeah, another radio station said y'all one of the best shows.
Well, shout out to that other radio station.
I think it's 950.
950, yeah, that's our guy right there, man.
Definitely said it.
Shout out to 950 Kev, man. The whole 950 feeling there, I see pretty dope as well. But yeah, definitely, man. We got to make sure we get this word out here. September 20th is the award show. Okay. We've been at this for a couple months now. I feel like saying over to Coca-Cola, but I feel like we've been at this for years. But
maybe we should wear his clothes to the joint.
Trev, we are wearing tuxedos.
I'm not wearing a tuxedo.
Grammy style. I got the bow tie.
I can do some corporate stuff now.
I'm gonna try to do up there. Son, I'm going ESPN, Draymond Green, SB. That's it. I'm treating this like
some cufflinks and
all that. I want if it's the authorized cufflinks, all of that. I'm not playing. I'm getting a fresh haircut that day, Trev. I told you.
Gave y'all some ideas.
Wow. I might put on some. That's Harlem for, man. Trevor ain't never would have said anything twice.
Yes, I did.
I've known him. I've never seen that shirt before. Good morning.
You see him twice a week, 3 times a week.
I've seen Trevor years. What are you talking about? Like,
so you just he wore them on the days you didn't see him.
Okay, now that we're here, we're going to be here together, right? Okay. Tell me when you see a repeat outfit. Okay. Tell me. It's my second time wearing this sweater.
It's a little chilly now, so I got sweaters in the stash.
I know, I ain't worried about it, Trevor.
You did say that.
Yeah,
he was ready.
I'm waiting for this.
Listen, man.
This is it.
Speaking of sweaters in the stash, man, I see my guy DJ Authorize here with a good sweater in the stash. And talk to me a second, man, before we get into your life journey a little bit. Just, are you expanding the I Authorize this brand to clothes and other, items?
Yeah, right now, I have I do baby clothing, I do dogs, past.
I seen the dog. Yeah.
That's
That's
dope.
a good industry.
That's dope.
That's a good
I have
industry.
the little hoodie with the A on it. So it's like, you know what I mean? Then I do the little onesie with the little A on it.
Okay.
So, just trying to expand. I mean, a lot of people definitely like ladies, gentlemen, kids. Everybody's starting to love it. I want to definitely get into the kids lines, Authorize kids. Like, you know what I mean?
Let me ask you, are you working as a solo entity? You partnering with anybody or?
By myself,
By
man. So
yourself?
really, like, my DJ money goes into my clothing money. My clothing money goes into my
Nice.
DJ money. So it's like recycling. I already don't get to see nothing. Like I said, I'd rather be broke now and then see the riches later.
Well, you got the right motto going on, brother.
You do iPhone cases and all
All
that?
iPhone cases, stickers, bumper stickers.
That's why you're here, Tiff. I want you to keep purging these ideas. So when American Dream is time,
We ready,
he told you everything we need to do right
We
now.
already know the address, so we could just go there,
Tell
discuss,
them Authorize sent us,
Right.
and that's how it's gonna start right there.
come up with some ideas.
Yeah, Trav, you the designer. I'm just the face, man. Just dress me and it will be all right. But yeah, man, I'm glad you're here, brother Authorize, man. I want to get into you for a second. Something we do at American Dream Radio, man. I ain't gonna let you sneak out of here without talking on sports. I'm a sports guy. I know you're a sports guy a little bit. We're gonna get into your journey around one, but I guess more than anything, man, you paying attention to what's going on with this NBA stuff right now?
I don't like it.
No?
Honestly, no. Because when us going to war back in the days, playing early 90s, we playing against Khalil, Omar Cook,
Yep.
Andre Barrett, Zach Williams, Kenny Satterfield.
Yeah, some of the best. Shout out to Sat too.
You know what I mean? It's like we didn't try to join these guys. We didn't play against them. We want to beat them. You know what I mean? And it's like now everybody want to, instead of authorizing their own ride, they want to jump on somebody else's bandwagon and do it. To me, it's like, to each his own. I mean, the money is different. We got social media now.
Yeah.
That's things that we ain't have when we was growing up. So it's just, it's just a little bit different. It's taken away from the game. The game is not competitive no more. Like, I'm still a Chicago Bulls fan. I'm never going to ever leave that.
You was in that era. I
You
can
still
tell.
a Chicago Bulls? New
It is-
Chicago?
That's a real fan. That's a real
To this day, I'm a Chicago Bulls
Nah,
fan.
fan.
time out.
I seen you with the Chicago Bulls jersey on too. That's a
I'm a
real
Chicago
fan.
Bulls.
No, I got you. Cause I know what Chicago Bulls you talking about. I know what Chicago. I'm talking. I know you're
today
talking
one?
But
about.
he's a real fan.
You
though.
talking about Pippen. You talking about Jordan.
That was my era when I first.
Steve Kerr when he was on there.
BJ Armstrong.
All that.
Bill Cartwright with the ugly
Cartwright
shot.
with the crazy shot with the
in
nasty
85,
face.
when I could open what new basketball was, Chicago Bulls was my first
And
team.
you like them today?
To this day.
Who's on Chicago today that you like?
He was on
They-
Dwayne
I mean,
Wade.
that's it. I mean, they're getting rid of everybody. It's just about rebuilding. At the end of the day, it's just that's who my team was. Like, you know what I
Okay.
mean? I believe in sticking it out. Again, before Jordan and them came, Chicago was
Oh,
horrible.
okay.
Now let me ask you this, Trav, on the same note. How many people you know are Knicks fans that Knicks ain't
Yo.
never do nothing since back then and now that is still
If you
We
was
ain't talking
like-
about the Knicks right now, all right?
See,
Let me
there
tell
we
you
go.
something.
You know,
If-
about them now.
We ain't talking
My brother
about
them
that.
watching right now. They like die hard.
Let me
die
tell
hard
you.
Think about
Knicks
it.
fans.
People would say something to you about being a Knicks fan. I mean, about being a Bulls fan. But you know how many friends I got that have been Knicks fans from
Day one.
day one until now.
To like Patrick Ewing era?
To now, and they still, at least with the Bulls, you can say, "Hey, I did
But
win."
you see that
couple
era how you're
championships
talking
back-
you talking about the Knicks. You had Charles Oakley, you had Anthony Mason, you had John Stark. There was
Yeah.
a bunch of guys that was willing to work hard.
Right.
No matter what, they didn't get paid like that, but they was willing to come together and
Right.
they competed every day, every night.
Charles
Just like,
Oakley.
just like Detroit Pistons.
Yeah.
Hard nosed.
Right.
There's only maybe one superstar, two superstars. They created a superstar in Dennis Rodman. They created a superstar in Bill Laimbeer. They created a superstar in John Sally. Because again, these guys came together and played together.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But now it's like, oh, LeBron James, can I come? Oh, Kevin Durant, can I play? It's like, you know what I mean? Now you have no teams that to really watch. So
Well,
it's
I've
now-
been saying that. If you watch, I've been saying that since we started this. Like the NBA today is much more softer than it was then.
Oh, they wouldn't last.
Right.
If there was basketball in the 90s, today, talking about Curry, all these dudes crying about a little push,
Right.
sugar, honey, iced tea. Yeah, right.
Yeah,
With
because
curse
Rodman
online,
would have
but
hit you with an elbow, with a knee, with them high ass shorts
Man,
on,
Oakley just got thrown out the garden.
Exactly.
and he
He's
don't even
still
play.
fighting.
This is what I'm saying to you.
He's still fighting,
And I'm
man.
gonna tell you right now, I've met Oakley personally because I played in the CIAA, and he went to Virginia Union.
Yeah.
So I met him, one of the most humblest dudes in the world. Like,
Ben Wallace too. Shout out to Ben
Oh,
Wallace.
Ben Wallace, definitely
Yeah.
Ben Wallace. Like guys that you wouldn't think that are cool, down to earth. Like I partied with him, he didn't even know me. He's like, yo, come along. You from New York? Come along. That's how he was.
He's 6'10", 260 pounds. I know they better put some respect on him when they try to get him to lead that guard. I would have asked him nicely a couple more times, man. He handled that security.
See, look at my brother talking trash. Nick's tape.
Listen, man, we want y'all to do something, man. I'm a huge fan of New York, so I always want to see. I'm not a fan of the Knicks, but I ain't been a fan of the Knicks since they traded Rod Strickland. But I'm a huge fan of New York, so I want to see all of the New York teams, do well. So I'm hoping that Knicks do something with management, and it starts from the owners with the New York Knicks. But just most of the teams, it starts with the owners. So
Definitely.
as long as James Dolan and those guys are in charge, I think the Knicks are always gonna
Have issues.
have issues.
Do you think Carmelo is leaving? Let's get to the nitty gritty.
The way he's playing, I saw him the other day at the Jordan gym.
He's leaving.
The way I saw him, he's focused. Like no other. He's focused. Like he's not the old Carmelo, the pretty boy. I'm a shave up. He's on another
He
level.
looking nasty. His hair ain't cut right now.
Right now, he's on another level. It's now or never.
It's grind time.
Yeah, now or never.
Blame Lala and Power. That's what.
Yeah. He losing Lala and all that.
Nothing to do
You
with
gotta
that.
get focused.
It got everything to do with that.
So the question is, do you think he's going to be a New York Knick in the next 2 months? October, what, we
Yes.
start the season?
Yes.
I mean, he ain't, okay.
Yeah, I think he will. I
No,
don't think
he's not going nowhere. I don't even play ball, and I know he's not leaving.
Trev is an unofficial analytical sports person.
My knees are
I'm the actual
the
sports
worst.
person.
I can't walk up the stairs.
I would say this. I would say after this year, and things don't progress for him and with the team, or they don't add no pieces.
I was going to say that because of
But
the
they just added Tim
By the
Hardaway
trade
Jr.
deadline.
Like
by
I
the
said,
trade
that's no
deadline.
He played in Miami
That's
Pro.
no
And no.
preseason.
He played in Miami Pro this year. Where DJ at?
Listen,
That boy dropped 35 a game.
I totally agree with you,
No,
but
he's
is he
looked-
going to be elite in the NBA this year? You should know the answer
Yes,
to that.
because I say
that hurts. That hurts.
No, it does hurt, but I say this. A lot of people that plays for New York, once they leave New York, they do better. Don't get me wrong, Nazir Muhammad won a ring after he left 1 year.
Right.
All these other guys that leave
Yeah,
the
it's been going
New
on
York
like that
is
for
a
years.
place where you have to be focused. JR left, and look what happened.
Look
you know what I'm
great.
saying to you?
Yeah.
He never had another incident, nothing, he's not in the club. But see, I think even talking to Hardaway, he's like, nah, he's focused this time.
Well,
Because he felt it, and now he went to Atlanta, played
Yeah,
like he's
had a
supposed
great
to
year.
play.
He had a great year.
Now he's making 70-something million.
No, that's what I'm gonna do for you. This is
More
what I'm
than
gonna do
his
for you.
father ever made.
No, don't you start that. This is what I'm gonna do for
Ain't
you,
nothing
brother.
daddy, though. That's what we
See, at American Dream Radio, we don't let you get away with this stuff. So what we're gonna do for the rest of the season is I'm gonna stay in pocket with you, and I'm gonna make sure I reach out to you when he about halfway through the year.
Who,
And,
Melo?
No, not Melo. We're
Who,
talking about
Hardaway?
Hardaway now. We got to keep an eye on him now.
No,
Tim
you don't.
Hardaway is the
Tim
man,
Hardaway is
yo.
going to do what
Okay,
he's
I was
supposed to
listen.
do.
I've
As
been
long as they
wrong
allow
once
him to
before.
play, he's gonna play.
I've been wrong once before. We said he's going to be elite. I'm expecting him to be right below all-star or all-star level. Is that what we're throwing out there? That's elite. That would
And
be
that-
considered elite.
And that new
And
dude,
Seven
Frank.
or more.
I don't want to be the evil one to say this, but when he was in New York the first time, they didn't let him play his game
No, they did.
Yeah.
I'm totally with you.
because the ball stuck on one side.
And
And ain't gonna say that side, but the side is stuck on.
it's going to stick there again.
Right. But now
You got two other players. He cannot be nothing but the third leading scorer at best.
That's great.
But when he was in Atlanta, you see the difference though.
I get what you're saying, but think about what I'm saying. Porzingis is getting his shots. Melo's getting his shots. He
Great.
cannot be anything at best but the third leading scorer, which puts him around 17 points a game.
And that's what
Maybe
we
average.
need.
That's
And
the
that's what we need.
And I really think he might not have leveled
Right,
out
it's gonna be
that.
22.
Wow.
It's gonna be 22.
Don't get crazy.
Wow.
I got 16 to 18-ish in that pocket, and that's a good season for him. That's not nothing wrong. If you average 18 points in the NBA, you had a good season.
All I'm going to tell you is he's going to earn his check.
Yep.
Well, none of them is no more.
No, he's going to earn
70
his check.
million.
That's a lot.
He's going to earn that.
No one can
70.
earn that. No one can earn that.
And you can't, like, the game that they didn't give the numbers on the flux so much that it's like,
$70 million to a black man in New York City?
I shot
I
that.
might as well give him a crack. Yeah, you know, you're damn right.
go on and do what you do. Listen, this what Trav do. He always make me segue into something else. Speaking of giving somebody the right things, man, I'm looking at this NFL thing. It's starting on Sunday. Got to mess with you a little bit about that.
Giants, that's
Hold
what I'm
on
talking.
before we get into the actual thing. Are you actively practicing the boycott?
Yes.
With the people that are boycotting? Where you at with that? Yeah. I mean, just in general. I don't know how I feel. Sunday is coming. I'm leaning on the side of no, but
I feel like they should give him a chance. They gave Ray Lewis and a lot of other people chances. So now they're trying to make an example out of the running back from the Cowboys.
Ezekiel, he's suspended.
You know what I mean? At the end of the day, so it's like he just believed in something that he believed in. He didn't do it non-violently. He did it peacefully, you know what I mean, and just felt like a certain way that, I should sit down because of what's going on through America. But at the end of the day, I think it's wrong for each owner.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? So at the end of the day, when he was in the NFL, he produced. You know what I mean? He was first people don't remember, he was a backup quarterback before he became a starter quarterback.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? He made 120-something million, and now he did this one thing, now it's an issue. So it's just like, to me, it's feel like the NFL is okay what America is doing. You know what I mean? Like you said, this is America's sport, and you should be behind
It's
America.
the most popular rated, the highest rated sport in America right now.
Yeah.
So I guess the question I ask you, with that being said, are you prepared to boycott, or are you even thinking about it as that, or do you think it even has a big effect on the bottom line of the NFL anyway?
The NFL is going to do what the NFL do, no matter what we do as a people or as a whole. You know what I'm saying to you? So it's like, if we can boycott it, they still going to play on Sunday. They still going to make their millions and billions.
Yeah.
So it's like, no matter what we do, we just a voice that's going to be heard. Of course, we're going to still exercise. We're still going to try to push it. But at the end of the day,
I said to somebody, I'm not quite sure if boycotting would be the right thing to do.
No, it's not.
I think if the players decided to boycott,
I think if the
that would
players-
change the dynamic a lot.
that's what needs to happen.
That's like saying, just like they did in the NBA. Okay, y'all don't want to pay us, y'all don't want to do it. Let's do an NBA shutout. You
Right.
see what happened when all the superstars, Patrick Ewing and all these other guys, they played until like mid-season, right? Am I right? Like,
Right, I remember that to my knowledge, they supposed to have a blackout for the NFL, but I don't agree with that because I feel like, all right, you're gonna black out, put a black shirt on, just like the Clippers did when that owner said what he said, but then you're gonna turn around and play anyway. Doesn't make sense.
Right.
Now they're gonna need those big names in football to be like, yo, chill, I'm not playing.
Yeah, I mean, I think if Tom Brady said I wasn't playing, I think if Cam Newton said I
Matter of
wasn't
fact,
playing.
Aaron
That's
Rodgers.
what it's gonna take.
Aaron
He's
Rodgers,
top, like,
he just
top
recently
white
spoke
players.
about it too.
Yeah, it's gonna
But
take one of those
Aaron
guys.
Rodgers was one of the people that is nationalizing in football that just say he support what Kaepernick's doing.
even Marshawn Lynch, when he said that, they blast him off. Marshawn Lynch have a bad rap, but still, he's one of the
Right.
top running backs.
I bet you he didn't get cut off the team. I bet you he'll be starting on Sunday with no problem.
Of course.
And I said this to somebody, and I mentioned this, and me and Trev sort of had a little snafu about it. Like, I know he deserves to be in the NFL, but skill set wise, I don't think that he's.
The Jaguars can definitely take him.
The Jets could too. That's not what I'm saying. But based on the attention that he's now generating, is he even worth as an owner? Is me being the
The
owner
Jaguars
now?
need
would I put him on
all
my
the
team? I don't know
attention
if
they
I
can
would.
get.
As an owner, this is how I would think.
Yeah, as an owner, talk to me there.
As an owner, I will bring him in.
Right.
Because you know why? My merch is gonna go up.
Yes, it is.
Ticket sales is gonna go up. Everything else, as business wise, this is how they want to think in the NFL. Think business wise. You bringing them in, yeah, you're gonna get the media, you're gonna get everything. Also, a lot of sales, a lot of ticket sales, and a lot of people's gonna applaud.
Now let me ask you this: he wasn't like, and I'm a sports guy. He wasn't starting prior to him kneeling. He actually had lost his job too. I forget the gentleman's name in San Francisco.
Alex Smith.
Aaron.
He lost his job.
Yeah.
He lost his job. He was not starting, and then he began to take a knee. At which point, the attention sort of shifted to him. You understand?
Before he took that knee, though.
No, listen. Before
The
he.
season before that, wasn't he in the Super Bowl?
No, he was, but the following.
Okay, that's all I wanted.
No, it was 2 seasons before that. But what I'm saying is, once he actually took the knee, he was not even starting anymore. In the beginning,
That is
people
true.
were sort of saying that, hey, this could be an attempt for him to generate some attention so he can push himself back into the starting lineup. But ultimately, when he took the knee for the original first 6-7 games, he wasn't starting. What happened was the quarterback got hurt. Then they put him back into the starting lineup, but he kept taking the knee. As soon as that season ended,
Yeah, but we
They
kept
kept-
getting shot.
well, yeah, I'm with you, but
What are you
he does this to me
saying?
all the time.
What are you saying?
I'm just
They
saying.
kept getting shot.
I'm saying that if he
They
had
still getting shot.
if he had a better skill set, like Marshawn Lynch, for instance, would he be in the NFL?
Hell yeah.
Yes. Like, so some of it has to be like his skill sets. We
Okay.
cannot ignore that
Can
by
we
saying,
pick
"Oh,
some
they just
team
want to
that-
pigeonhole
Let's
him
just
in."
pick some team that you think
The
he
Jets,
can go
the
on.
Jacksonville Jaguars. I preface this whole conversation by saying
Right.
he could be in NFL. He should be in NFL.
He should.
He should at least, at minimum, be a backup on certain teams. He could start.
Yes.
But like I said, even if this never happened, I think he may be in a similar situation because he was on his way out the door anyway. Like they already had put him to the backup role. Go look at any highlight any clip. He was already a backup quarterback.
So this is my thing. All right, if they don't
How long does a quarterback last? Is once he's a backup.
If they don't actually sign him to be a quarterback, at least sign him to a team to work for and to teach the guy that's coming into the league.
Because of what's unfolded now, somebody has to sign him. Right. That's the NFL is going to have an issue. They have ultimately what's going to happen is Roger Goodell is going to with 20 owners and first quarterback to get hurt. I can guarantee you'll see it happening. They'll be like, Colin Kaepernick goes to the.
Even the movie, ever seen the movie Concussion? I know it's different.
Yes.
That's kind of like similar, you know what I mean? They're trying to turn the NFL, and it's like the NFL is just a greedy.
Well, it is.
You know what I mean? Kind of company, and it's just like to me, I watch that. Like I think I'm not a type of person to really watch documentary like that, but that's something that intrigued me about just to watch it and trying to exercise the point, and then at the end of the day. You see, towards the end of the movie, they realize this guy know what he's talking about.
Yeah.
He was
Gave him a job.
And to them, I don't want the NFL to wait to the last minute to see, to even make themselves even look worse than what they did before. You know what I mean? So,
the NFL, and I blame Roger Goodell.
What's going to happen. Somebody white is going to have to get shot. No, seriously.
That happened already.
It sounds funny. It has to happen. Somebody's going to have to die. Just like these black kids, just like these black guys is dying.
A white NFL player.
Not even a white NFL player, just a white person in general, for them to see that this is what's going on. Like, we don't get no justice when it comes to the murders of cops killing us. It has to, they're going to have to see something head on for them to be like,
is taking a knee the answer for us to get justice?
It's
taking a knee is giving them the
so what's the answer? What's the answer then?
I don't know. I asked the question. I didn't even have an answer.
Taking a knee is just showing more attention that this is what's happening, and I'm going to continue to stand up for what I believe in.
Has it brought more attention to his cause? I'm sorry.
No. Go ahead. I'm listening to what you're saying, but think about it. It happened in basketball. Craig Hodges.
Absolutely. Muhammad Abdul-Rahman.
Yeah, exactly. He's a Muslim. I'm not standing for the flag. But what they do, they blackball both of them.
They was out there. He couldn't even compete in the three-point contest the next year because the Chicago Bulls let him go, even though he had just won the three-point contest
He said something to
the
the
year
president,
before.
and then my thing is Jordan didn't back him up. These people, but if
Mike
Jordan
left
and
him for
and
dead.
all these other people, big height, like you said, Tom Brady or something, something's going to happen because they are the face of the NFL.
Right.
Tom Brady, if he say anything, they're going to probably backflip and jump.
Yeah.
He deflated balls and still plays. You know what I mean? So it's like,
Tom Brady.
Chill, guys. Chill.
He's going to be a Patriots fan.
No. I'm not a Patriots fan. I'm a Brady fan. I can separate the team and the player. Mr. Bulls over here from Brooklyn. Mr. Bulls from Brooklyn over here.
Man. Shout out to that old Chicago Bulls team, man. This we gonna do, man. I'm gonna throw this some music for about 1 o'clock. We come back. I want to get to see your journey a little bit, and just figure out how you get from basketball to DJing. Like I need to figure out that because I tried it for after my.
You tried DJing?
You did?
2 days.
Oh God.
The day I came.
Stop. Stop.
American Dream Record.
I was DJ. Because I was DJ T for a long time.
You was?
Yeah, I was mixing cool tapes and the radio. Selling them in
was on
school.
106 in Park, Harlem Shaking. We're going to find the tape one day. AJ, everybody was there. I'm looking for this right now. 718-239-9200. If anybody got this tape of cool ass Trav doing this Harlem Shake, man, it's been a couple
Go ahead. It
months.
might be on YouTube.
I'm going to find it one day, Trav. I'm telling you, it's going to be running. See what that ADR? We're going to run it the whole time. Just I want to loop it over and over again. We're going to get you out there, man. What we're going to do, y'all. We're going to cut to some music for a second. We'll come back, get into your journey a little bit, man. I probably got you for another 30 minutes, I know. So, still you for a second. American Dream Radio, y'all. I wish I could get privy to get some of these off-the-air conversations, man. This game is amazing when you can get it from the right people. I appreciate this brother DJ Authorize being here and authorizing this show and just authorizing what we're doing today. Let me get this camera off me. They don't want to see me. They want to see you. And you know, you out here stealing all my lady friends. They're going to come by later and be like, who was that on the tape?
Oh, man.
Everybody was that cool Trav, brother, both of them light skinned up in here, man. I'm like, listen, man.
The light skin thing going on.
That's why I set them next to each other.
It don't work no more.
You know, that's why I set them over there. I got them
I'll be sure to finish, right?
Listen, man, I got y'all in the light, so y'all glowing all the way on me over here, man. Where you at, Fly Tide Dark Skin Brothers Unite, man? All right, man. But yeah, I appreciate you so much for being here, my guy, man, and just dropping this game on us, man. As we invoking on this journey with American Dream Radio, and our microphones are moving all across the globe like we plan on it. You know, we want to suck up the game from as many people as possible. So obviously, like I said, we got so many mutual friends. Once I started to talk to you and stuff, I was like, I just want to get them on the same thing I told Doggy Diamond. Shout out to Doggy. I just spoke to him on Sunday. But sometimes it's important just to get the game from somebody, especially if it's like, okay, I'm looking to get some hats going and what better person asking you? I'm looking to get some shirts going. What better person asking April Walker with? You know what I'm saying? Like, no different. I'm looking to do some stuff with the music thing with better person asking Jazzy Joyce. You know what I mean? Right. So it's like, you're a great reference points to have in this one. So definitely, I'm going to still pick your brain some off the air. And like I tell everybody here, once you're here, you're stuck here, you're a friend to the room. If you got something going on, please let us know so we can promote it. Trav got a podcast. Tiff is always selling some real estate. I'm here on this microphone all of the time. All of us are here together. Let us promote it. Let us throw it out there. If you had an event, I'm definitely coming out to Miami. I messaged you for a second. I didn't know you. Well, I knew it, but I'll say it on the air. Dante Hill and Official Rock.
Yeah, my guys.
Those are my brothers right there, man. I love Dante so much, man. I spent some time with them, and we got some close family friends and stuff like that. So
good friends with his dad. That's why, man. Good dude.
Yeah, shout out to Rob, man. I was about to say, but I'm stalking Rob right now. Don't worry about it. I ain't want to say his name on the air. You know, I done stalked him 100 times, but I'm gonna get him up here. But Dante Hill, man, he's another dope artist. I tell this to people all the time. You see artists all the time, and some artists are dope, but just for whatever reason, they don't get a chance to break through the mainstream, is the best way I can put it.
You know, it's like I said, it's the right time, right place. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? And one day I was DJing for, not this past time, but last time, the first time I DJed for Dave East for his pop-up shop.
Shout out to Dave East, man.
And good dude, man, good dude. So I played one of Dante's songs. Mm-hmm. Dave East turned around and looked at me like, who the heck was that?
What song was that? I'm a fan. I got the music. What song? You remember what song? I like Flag on the Players. Okay,
Flag on the Players. So he was like, yo, play that back again.
No, Flag on the Players.
Dante was like, yo, I said, don't thank me. I mean, I'm trying to, you know what I mean? It's like the right place, the right time. You know what I mean? I think it's the right place, the right time. Somebody as Dave East, who's underneath another great legend, Nas. Mm-hmm. You know, if he hears it, like, yo, look, I heard this dope song. And everybody's coming out with a one-hit wonder. Like, I'm not saying he'll be a one-hit wonder because he can rap. Yeah. He's a lyricist, you know what I mean? So he can spit bars, and that's what people don't understand. People don't want to hear that to this day. Even with Jay-Z 44-4, they first heard it, it was like, oh.
Why did that get so much pushback like that?
Because people didn't.
They too dumb, right?
No.
That's why Tiff is here.
With that album, he was educating. And these young ones didn't understand the education that he was trying to teach. You know what I'm saying to you? So it's like, when they heard the metaphors and they heard the bars, they was like, this is nothing I can dance to. It's not for you to dance to. It's something to educate you and listen to.
Mm-hmm. Future got mad, Boosie got mad.
Come on, Boosie. Put that money to your ear. I'm back in this strip club. I'm sorry,
but you know, it is.
Speaking of bars and lyrics, I ain't gonna let you get out of here without putting some things in order. So I got some crazy list out here, man. Shout out to Booger. Who else gave me a crazy list recently? Shout out to Fly Tie. He put Black Thought in his, but
Black Thought is nice.
Listen, stop this top 5 Black Thought stuff. Y'all stop it.
Black Thought is nice.
So yeah, a lot of pressures on you. I ain't gonna let you get away without walking in here with this one. Give me a top 5 all time MCs. No in particular order. I'll let you off there. No in particular order, but
I'm gonna give you an order.
Oh, you got an order too?
I got an order.
Oh Lord Jesus, help us! It's about to get red. It's gonna go viral.
Let's start. I'm gonna start from the bottom.
Yeah,
I'll start from the bottom.
Yeah, go 5 down, and then you can slide in 6 if you have to. I'll give you that because I know it's hard to leave that one off.
Rakim.
Okay.
Lyrics, bars, style, swag, definitely Rakim.
Eminem.
Surprising, but we here still.
Jay-Z, Nas, and Biggie.
Woohoo! That's a lot out of there, man. No cares.
No, it's a lot
out of there. Method Man, Redman, maybe. Ghostface, Raekwon. I mean, listen, there's no right order, no right answer. I message you.
No. I know. The reason I say that is the impact.
Okay.
Sales.
Okay.
And.
No Jada. Shout out to Kiss.
I love. All these guys are great, but at the end of the day, Jada, you have, like you said, all these other guys that look up to these guys.
Yeah.
And Jada, top 5, he's going to say Biggie. He's going to say Nas. He's going to say Jay-Z.
My 5 was close to that. Eminem might have been my only.
I don't know why.
I
don't know why.
And I would say, you know what?
Because I still got KRS-One sitting around. I still got LL Cool J sitting out here. I still got DMX floating. It's a lot of Tretch. Eminem stole that from Tretch. Stop this. Let's pay attention to hip hop history.
Well, I heard something that made me think. And Joe Buttons has said this.
Oh God, don't. It's a Joe Budden spot. Hold on.
No, listen.
We gotta-
God.
It made me think
Shout
because
out to
he
Joe.
said that M got like his rap style from Cam. And when I thought about it, when Cam first came out, Cam was real intense with his family history and talking about it, the drug use with his mom and his aunt and things like that. Then Eminem came. I'm not saying, lyrically, it's just that part of it. And then he was like, well, Cam also put the South, like, he added the South into New York. I
think Cam had an influence on that.
He allowed
But
them to come
I'm gonna
in.
be honest with you, as a music fan, I think everybody is sort of influenced by somebody else. I think it's hard for them to be. I hate when I hear that. They're like, "Who you listening to?" And I'm like, "I ain't listening to nobody but myself right now." I'm like, dude, I think everybody is sort of taking in a little
If
bit
you
from it. It's like
listening to
sports.
nothing but yourself, that means you was born in
Trash.
1994.
Listen, man.
Okay? All you dudes that's born in the late 90s, early 2000s, get out of here.
Listen, that's why we keep Trav here, man. But American Dream Radio, y'all. We got DJ Authorize in the building, giving us some game, man. Just dropping some of the stuff and making sure we officially authorized. I'm gonna let you know, I'm running around the city from here on out talking about I'm authorized, man. You here now. The Terms is gonna stop by on Friday, and then we got the councilman Robert Cornigan
Terms
stop.
Senior or
Yeah,
Junior?
no. The Terms, the whole cast,
okay,
the
okay,
actual
okay,
web
okay,
series
okay.
Terms, and then Robert Cornigan is supposed to come here on Monday. So you starting to certify, authorize us a little bit. So we're gonna be
That's what's
talking
up, man.
crazy by next
Yeah,
week.
and I don't
So
understand why we won't win that award.
you going back there again one more time?
Let's go.
Trevor, we are
gonna win.
running on the stage. That's all you gotta do. But yeah, speaking of the award, all you gotta do DSNBX.
You got to go to the app, DSNBX app, and just hit the link that says vote, and you can vote for all
And you can
your,
vote more than once, right?
Yes, you can.
All right, yeah,
You
so
could Donald Trump the whole thing.
let me ask you this, man, because we ain't getting into this at all, man, because we messing with this business and this authorized hat thing so much. We got to get into your DJing life a little bit. Where you working at next? Where can the people find you?
I'll be at the Attic this Saturday.
Hey, that's what's up.
I'm doing a private event for, I don't know, some of y'all don't know Shay that used to play for Fordham.
Yeah, I know shit.
I'm doing something with her and Angela Yee. I'll give you the disclosure.
Yeah, I'll find
location.
you. I'll stalk you.
Yeah, I can't give it to everybody because she don't want everybody there.
Who's
All right,
Shay or
Angela,
Angela?
yeah, I don't want no problems.
So but just still doing a lot of private.
Let me ask you, as far as people, if somebody wants to book you that happens to be listening to this show, or when I put the YouTube out in the next couple of days, how can they find you just in general? What's the best way to get at you?
My Instagram page, I am DJ Authorize.
Okay.
Or you can find me on my clothing line, I Authorize This,
Okay.
Gmail. My number, email, everything is the same, so they can definitely go on there. And
I am DJ Authorized.
I
You
am
catch you
DJ.
everywhere. Yeah, that's dope, man.
Now, what made you start a DJ? Because they said you play ball. Yeah, we're just gonna go. We gonna. We had
All
fun.
right, so-
we had fun.
My thing was is like basketball was like my go-to. So it's like I had a rough childhood. So it's like like everybody up here probably been through something. So it's just like at a young age, I tell people like this just to end it quick and short, not to let that go into details. I tell them ever seen the movie Antoine Fisher?
I see you now.
Yeah.
My life-
Nigga.
So, no, my life is like that times 5.
Say word.
Yeah, so it's like, like I said, I'm not a type of person to be afraid to tell her,
What
molestation.
scene? Because that's
Well,
No, at
But-
4 or 5 years old, like when you were saying, like,
Right.
4
Well, no,
or 5.
I think this is important, so I don't want to glimpse over this as long as you're comfortable with talking about it.
No, I don't mind.
Talk to me about what was it? Where you from?
I was born in the Bronx. My mom is Panamanian and
Okay.
Puerto Rican.
What
My
part of the
grandma-
Bronx?
I was born in Bronx, Lebanon, the worst hospital of all.
Oh,
Oh, yeah.
Shout out to Bronx, Lebanon. Didn't know.
Yeah, they had a few
It's like the third
incidents
time I
happen.
heard somebody trash that.
Somebody just got
Here
raped.
on the show.
Somebody just
Oh,
got
said that
raped
too.
a couple days ago.
Yeah, somebody shot the
A
doctor
dude-
shot it up.
Yeah, shot the joint
All
up.
right, we ain't going over
It's
there,
a
but
bad hospital, so
shout out to you being born there, man. I'm glad you made it. man.
Yeah, right.
Well, look what you're doing now.
So listen, you're born at Bronx, Lebanon. You live in the Bronx.
No, I live in Brooklyn now. So
No, but what I'm saying is at the time.
At the time I was-
You're 0 to 5-ish. In that
Okay,
pocket.
so 0 to 2. I'll give you 0 to 2.
Yeah,
Like
talk to me.
I remember my life like it was like the back of my hand. So it was like 0 to 2. I was with my mom. She was on drugs. That's when like the Frank Lucas, like literally my mom worked for Frank Lucas. So I found this out long in the long run. Once I tell you the story, my mom used to work for Frank Lucas on drugs. She used to sleep in Grand Central train station. So it was like I used to go visit her around like 3 or 4. I used to go visit her with my dad, whatever. So
Do you remember the actual?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because back in the day before Grand Central was Grand Central, homeless used to
Yeah, you could live there.
They used to live there. So, my mom's cried, said, this is the last time I'll see you, whatever. So, but it was just, to me, it was just like, I looked at her, like, I wasn't mad at her. I wasn't upset. You know what I mean? So she just wanted better for me. But, from that age, from like 4 to 5, I was like in like 9 different foster homes.
Okay.
So it's like, I tell people, that's why I don't have no kids to this day. So.
Do you remember any of the foster homes being in and stuff like that?
Yeah, man.
And were they all over the city? Were you just in the Bronx?
Brooklyn, Bronx, Manhattan, Staten Island, like mostly all the 5 boroughs in New York City. So it was like just like some of the worst experience of my life I can just think of. One of the worst ones was like living in the Bronx when I was on Valentine Avenue and Crescent, like 5 or 6, like these Spanish people.
I know exactly what you're talking about.
Yeah, so these Spanish people just like on some like at 4 or 5 having me drinking like rum and for bad behavior, the Santa Maria, the ghosts back in the day.
Yeah.
Tie me down, like,
Don't worry, both of them from the uptown.
No,
so
I'm
they
from
know.
that. I'm from that area.
So they used to tie me down, like put pepper in my mouth, like let me stand for like 24. It was just on some craziness. Like I didn't understand it, so I was like, at the end of the day, it really didn't bother me. So now it's like,
Now it's crazy thinking
now
about it.
just thinking about it. Just
Let's
like,
fast forward that. Let's get you to about, 10 to 12 in
10
that
to
pocket.
12.
We'll just start moving around too.
So I got into the home that I'm in now with my mom that adopted me at a young age. So, I just got there. It was like almost like her house is here and it was church. So it was like house, church, house. Like we'd go to sleep in there and wake up and go to school straight from church. So it was just like, I'm like, geez, man, my life can't get any worse than this. So it's like, at that time I didn't understand it. But being in church was the best thing. Maybe the best thing that ever it grounded me. Yeah. So it was like it was God, then basketball. So that's when the basketball came. So being in Brooklyn.
Hold on. You was in church. Did you play any instruments in church? Or
I played the drums.
Okay.
So I had to learn to play the drums because it's like I was like, if I'm gonna come here and be standing here looking at people all day, I gotta learn how to do something. I want to be intrigued to come to church.
Was that your first introduction to like the music a little bit?
That's when it I started like really getting into the music, and that's when back in the days, Beach Street, The Wiz.
Shout out to downtown Brooklyn.
Yeah, Albee Square Mall. So then my mom, so churchy, she didn't do the cursing. So I used to buy like 6 cassette tapes of Ready to Die. So I play them all the time. Because it's like, calling the city for help because you can't maintain them change. Because I was one of them kids from the city. You know what I mean? So it's like, she couldn't maintain me as I got older. Because after a while, I started to understand, like, look, I can do better, whatever. But I was just rebellious because it's just of so much I've been through. You know what I mean? So, at the end of the day, I just started getting into the music, started getting into the basketball. Then it's something this is why Biggie is my favorite, because it's like, you have 2 choices. You're going to sling crack or have a wicked jump shot. So just listening to him at a young age, and really listening to what he's been through, I just didn't understand it. So I was just like, you know what? Let me try basketball. So I started playing basketball. My older brother got me into it.
Were you good right away?
Tell you the truth, at 13, and people believe me or not, like I was jumping like a 40-inch vertical. Don't ask me how.
I know.
So you probably got that it factor that a lot of people don't have. Like you just special.
What, that hidden talent?
Right, yeah, like a lot of people have that gift. Like you said, you grew up hard and rough, cool, but that growing up made you who you are, and you have that it. A lot of people want that, you have like that gift.
It's a glow, you know what I'm saying? So it's like almost like the Last Dragon. You have to have that glow.
Right.
You have to go through something to give something.
Yeah.
Right.
Let me ask you, what high school did you go to?
If I tell you that, man, how many high schools you want me to name?
Name them all, man.
First of all,
it's your journey.
I got kicked out.
Yeah, I need to know this. Somebody is listening that is really getting kicked out right now.
I got kicked out of Western House, along with Biggie Small, Busta Rhymes, and Jay-Z. They all got kicked out of Western House, but I was rolling with the Decepticons. For people that don't know, before Bloods and Crips.
Gangs in New York.
I'm in the whole way beating people up, doing all kind of nonsense, just doing dumb things. You know what I'm saying to you? So, because in Fort Greene, if you wasn't down with them, you're going to be a part of something.
Fort Greene, man. Shout out to the term. Shout out to Atlantic Terminals.
You're going to be a part of
This is why I didn't go to Brooklyn.
I invited you to my barbecue.
This is why
Authorize
I
came
was
through.
scared of Brooklyn.
DJ Authorize came
growing up, I was
through.
This
scared
is
of
Brooklyn in the 80s and early 90s. I
different.
got it.
He came through. You know what?
It ain't gentrified like it was now.
It's not Stuyvesant Heights. It's Stuyvesant Heights.
Right.
New Brooklyn. New Brooklyn.
Yeah.
So,
They
you know
walk
what I mean?
around
So
the
it's just,
projects.
got kicked out of my highest grade in high school. I think it was like a 35.
Nice. Nice.
So I was just like,
Focusing.
what am I doing with myself? So I was like, I left there. I went to a group home up in Terrytown. So I played basketball at Terrytown.
That's like upstate, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
So I went to Sleepy Hollow, and I was doing well. I led the county. Well, I think I was like 3rd or 4th in scoring in the county. So we playing Austin, Elton Brand, and P-Skill. Like I'm playing against these.
I'm sorry for a second. The Austin police, y'all could kiss. Never mind. Let's just keep going on with that.
No, they the worst up there. Like,
oh my goodness, man.
They the worst. They're like if we go there. Yeah, Westchester's Westchester's a whole nother level.
Better paint your skin white when you up there.
What? Couldn't believe. I'm sorry, go ahead.
No, you're good. So then I went from there. I went to another high school. I left Sleepy Hollow. Then I was in a group home, so there's
How old were you at this point when you're in a group home? You left Sleepy Hollow?
14, 15, 16, 17.
How was you eating? Because I know you're running around the city now. You're in Sleepy Hollow. You really don't seem like you're in no one's in particular home every day.
At the time I was in a group home. So like my mom's that adopted me now. She's like, you too much. You got to get out of here. You know, be on your own. So be on your own. So that's just when the group homes, and then I had different mentors and different people.
That's what was my next question.
That worked with me. That I was like, I see it in you. You have it in you. Don't let your past
dictate your future.
Is there somebody that you remember in particular?
Man, Mr. Brown, Kelly.
Shout out to Mr. Brown.
Man, my man Holiday, he passed away not too long ago.
Rest in peace.
He taught me how to drive. I mean, it's just a lot. There's a lot of people, man.
That put their hands in.
That put my hands on me. You know what I mean? So it's just like in the day, not literally like, as a good thing. They beat me like that was their own kid, but then, you know what I mean? I didn't understand it, but today it made me a better man. You know what I'm saying too? So it's like, this is what made me be able to reach out to people, and to where I turned around and started working.
So let me get this: you're 16, 17, you're in a group home, running around. You're still playing a little basketball. Did you get a scholarship offer, or what started to happen to basketball?
By then, I thought I was in love. I was 18, 16, 17. I was in love. Nobody could tell me nothing. I got kicked.
Shout out to my daughter.
I got kicked off the basketball team because, the group home, you have a chance to go home. And the coach was like, we got practice. So I was like, this is the only time I get to go home. So I went home. 2 people showed up for practice. So the game time, he said, I'm not starting.
I'm out of here. Welcome to Brooklyn.
Why I'm not starting? I mean, only 2 people came. Sit on the bench. I was like, I'm not sitting on the bench. I go in the locker room, and then a coach from another school came to me like, look, I only came here to see you. I didn't come here to see anybody else. He said, be a big man, write on the board, apologize, and go sit on the bench.
Absolutely.
So I did that, team 1 by 1. Got back home on the thing. So I said, Coach, do I need to come to practice tomorrow? Get out my face. Now Brooklyn came out of me. Now you're not gonna disrespect me and sit here and talk to me.
Right.
You know what I mean? I'm asking you a simple question. So I guess it wasn't good enough for him. So he tried to slam the door in my face and then called the cops, the Austin cops and Terrytown. They all came down and and a lot of cops knew me. That's the funny thing. Like a lot of cops like, yo, you're a good dude. Like, you know what? If this is what he want to do, let it be. Whatever. So the principal, I was still in Brooklyn. I was traveling from Brooklyn all the way to Sleepy Hollow.
My goodness.
Because, in those kind of counties, you're only supposed to be in your district.
Yeah, of course.
So they liked me so much and cared for me so much to finish school that she let me continue. So she fired the coach the next year, asked me did I want to do it. So I was like, no, but I was in love. So I stayed in Brooklyn.
When you say you was in love, you was in love with the game or the chick?
Well, both. I was in love with the game and the girl. So it was like I didn't know who to pick, and it was like
you went with the girl at the time.
At the time,
and she was the one in Brooklyn.
Yeah. So
okay.
She was doing some things for you. The game couldn't have.
Yeah. So it was my first love, and just everything. And then at 19, this is like when literally like my whole life changed. My sister was diagnosed with cancer at this young age, at 18. So we both had both had stomach pain at the same time, and went to Brookdale Hospital. And, found out she wasn't coming back out, so they transported from Brookdale to Kings County, and they say she had cancer. So I was just like, it was like.
Now you're 19 at the time?
Yeah. So
Did you start to look at college, or what was that?
No, I didn't care about anything.
Okay.
I dropped out of high school.
Okay.
So I dropped out around like 18, didn't want to go back and anything like that because my sister was just at that stage. So I said every day, every night, I'd be in the hospital with my sister. And, at the time, my moms didn't agree with me doing that, She wanted me to go to school. I was like, no, I just want to make sure my sister was all right. And, it was times that I'd be up with her 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning. She's throwing up the chemo. And, I remember vividly. So it was just to the point, October 8th, it was that time. She was like, I bought her a sandwich of turkey, cheese, lettuce, tomatoes, salt, pepper, vinegar.
Yeah, everything she needed.
Everything she wanted that week before. So the week after, she was like, can you bring me a sandwich? I said, why? You coming home? Like, I don't have to, bring you another sandwich. She's like, yeah, all right. So I'll see you when I come home. So she literally went home. So it's just like, she died and it just, you know what I mean? I thought about life. Like, I didn't care. I didn't want to.
She came home and didn't pass?
No, she died in the hospital.
Oh,
That's what the terminology.
Yeah,
She
it's
went
like, I'm
home.
going home. So,
okay.
You know what I mean? So, at that time, I just didn't know if I wanted to, you know, play ball. I didn't know if I wanted to do anything.
Right.
So, I was just like, more of like, what would my sister want me to do? I said, or not, I'll put myself in her shoes. If I was going, what would I want my sister to do?
Okay.
So, just that made me say, you know what? I'm going to go back to school. So, I talked to my coach that I used to play for the PAL, Coach Gus, Ted Gus, good dude. And he just said, you know, if you finish school, I promise you I'll get you a college. So I went to Pacific High School next to the Bookings.
Relocations, Pacific. Who just went to Pacific that came up here, Trav?
It's an
Who was
alternative
that?
high school.
Who was here? Who was that Monday? Who was here?
Who was
Oh, Jay Will.
Jay
for
Will.
The, matter of fact, Jay Will for the Cal side.
Yeah.
Shout out. My bad, Jay Will.
Yeah,
Jay
you
Will
know,
with the
so
Pacific.
we played Bronx Regional, you know, all these big
Everybody went to
Yeah,
Pacific when they got in trouble.
Yeah, so,
I'm telling you, if you lived in the Bronx, you went to
the
West
Bronx,
Side.
Yeah, the West Side Bronx Regional. You know?
Yeah, I went to Satellite. Yeah,
Yes,
right in
Satellite,
Bronx.
yes,
I went to
Satellite.
Oh, y'all need your ass. I went to Boys and Girls. It was a great
I'm a-
school.
Hey, Bishop Loughlin.
There you go, sir. Good
You know,
job.
the only thing I liked
Oh,
about
bad
alternative high
kids.
school is like
It's a better
regardless-
connection.
It's a better connection. Like everybody come there with different issues, pregnancy,
Yeah.
you know, like
I think with alternative schools, the real world is more prevalent in those because they, you know, once you're there,
right.
This is the last stop. Yeah.
I'm in alternative, like you in your mind, I'm sure you already locked
Next
into
stop
that.
is life.
Yeah, that's ain't
Yeah.
no more.
So a guy named Martin Smallhorn, he helped me get through college. You know, helped me get through high school. You know, passing my grades, even though he was tough on me. And you know, he made me realize, like, you know what, life is not easy. I don't care if you're my best player on the team or not. I'm gonna make life hard for you throughout high school. And I'm glad, you know, that he did that. So I told my coach, Ted Gus, I said, you know what, I graduated. He said, for real. And when I was 14 years old, I told my foster mom, like, look, at that time, my foster mom was like, you never had to pay for college. She's like, yeah, right. She said, why you say that? I said, because I'm going to get a scholarship. You don't have to pay for nothing.
Yeah.
And this at 14, not knowing that 19, 20, I'm going to get a full-blown basketball scholarship. Coach got my degree, made a call. The next day, coach sent the full scholarship. Coach never seen me play.
What?
Where did you? Where did?
You sure he didn't see you
He
play?
never see me play. He just went on his word.
Was your name like out there
No,
in the
of
street?
course. Back then, it was like
Right.
Lenny Cook is one of my best friends. So if you see him, he has a lot of
Okay.
the Iron Brooklyn hats on.
Yeah, yeah,
One of
Shout
my
out
best
to
friends. I
Lenny.
played against him when I was 16, 17.
I watched this. I watched this movie. I'm gonna look for you again.
Yeah, no, but this is like this is when we were playing in the playground.
Oh,
Mostly
okay.
like the pro-am, like, you know what I mean? We was at a young age playing pro-am at West 4th.
Okay.
And it had metal backboards and yellow rims. People
Right.
what? People don't understand that.
Right.
Nike swoosh, IS8. These are the times like I'm
IS8,
young
that's
age,
some
I'm
shit.
playing against these guys that got the biggest name. I'm talking about All-Americans.
Right.
So, at the end of the day, we sent the scholarship, then the coach came down like maybe like the next following week from Texas.
Yeah.
And he's like, who's this kid you talking about? So now it's like a dunk contest, all-star weekend. We playing Quincy Doobly that went to Grady. You know,
Went to Rutgers.
Went to Rutgers,
Yeah,
yeah.
NBA
Shout out
guys.
Quincy.
So I'm playing against these guys. Like, so I dropped like 30-something on them. Khalil Brown dropped 30-something on them. So they was like, yo, who is this? Who is this kid? Like, you know what I mean? So when the coach saw me,
What school did you actually when the scholarship was over?
I went to McLennan. It was McLennan. So that's where Vinnie Johnson went to.
And what's
Shout out to
that's
the
at?
microwave.
Huh?
What's
Vinnie
the-
Johnson. It was in
No.
Waco, Texas.
Texas.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
So
Waco,
that's
Texas.
Right after the shooting.
David
That's where
Koresh.
High
Right
Five
after
is
that,
from.
that crazy
David
thing,
Koresh.
after that crazy thing in Waco,
The Waco, yeah.
I went. My mom, everybody, you going to Waco? I'm like, I don't know what's going on in Waco. They're like, you hear about? I said, no, what's going on in Waco? So I was like,
It was a small, isolated incident. Waco was a nice place.
Yeah, so I
got a
went
friend
there.
from Waco, Texas.
I went there, like just happy, you know. But again, I was a kid from Brooklyn.
I was about to say, what was the adjustment for you
it
going
was-
from the middle
know-
of Brooklyn to Waco, Texas?
It was different. Culture, you know what I mean? Like Southerns are more laid back, more cool, more.
Yeah.
New Yorkers, you know, we got to be
Yeah.
loud. You know, at that age, I was
They're
loud.
more friendly, and it's like, why you my friend?
Right. So I was just cool with everybody. Then it made it worse. Then with the girls, it was just like dudes that was there. Like they were like, "Who's that guy from New York?" You know what I mean? It's like
Taking candy from a baby. Shout out to
Yeah.
my junior college experience in California.
So it's like, you know what I mean? So
Sorry,
it was
I'm
like a whole
changed.
other issue.
No,
And
you
then
haven't.
They fired my coach that brought me down there, and I just something that told me like just to leave. I was like, I don't want to be here. So I fired my coach. They was like, nah, you can stay. You can trust us. And like that gut instinct, when I say something, tell you to do it,
Yeah.
do it. I stayed. I was freshman of the year. Me and one of my best friends, Forrest Bryant from Minnesota. We was like freshmen of the week for like maybe like 6 or 7 weeks. We were about to be rookie of the year and everything. And then a crazy incident happened. One of my teammates died in the game.
No.
So
How?
yeah, so
How'd that
just
happen?
A heart attack.
Wow.
So he was just, you know, everybody was happy. He's from Russia, clapping the back boy, everybody ready. So remember, again, I grabbed the ball. It was like 25 on the clock. The game literally just started.
Yeah.
I was dribbling. He just dropped right in front of me. So I jumped over him thinking like, I thought he tripped or something.
Yeah.
So I dribbled like at the half corner. I turned around.
He was still down.
That's it. So he had a heart attack, an enlarged heart. I think he was like 6'10" or something.
Yeah.
So he had the enlarged heart, you know what I mean? And he died. So then I brought all my teammates together, you know, try to like, you know, took them to
Rally
church,
the
'cause
troops,
you know what I mean? So there was a reverend that was...
Had church always had remained in your life a little bit, I guess,
had to.
growing up? Okay.
To me, it was because it was just like, I mean, I don't try to push this on anybody, but I don't think without God, I won't be here.
Are you currently a member of a church?
No.
Okay.
I'm not.
I'm not even. I'm working.
No.
I'm trying to get it together.
My mom, the church that we used to, where we were growing up, my grandmother moved out, and another pastor took over, which is the organist. But I'm still, good friends with him. But the guy, the Pastor Witcher, he, was a good friend of mine. He took care of us, took care of the team. Just telling everybody, put something together, give it to the pastor, and then everybody was like, no. So then it got to the end to where like all my teammates turned on me. They stole my clothes. They robbed my apartment.
Oh no!
And then again, Brooklyn came out of me.
Wait,
kicked me off.
They stole your clothes, robbed your apartment for trying to help?
At the end, going towards the end.
Wow.
Because they kicked me off the team. Because like it was just like incident after incident. Like it was always something going on, and it's like I guess this kid from New York, he has this, he got this. And,
yeah, I know what it is. It's a level of
doing,
attention that you
and
get.
And he's doing well on the team. It's not like It's not like I was I was averaging at like I said, 19 years old. I was averaging almost like 26 a game off the bench. I wasn't even starting.
Whoa.
You know what I'm saying to you? And it was like games, and the people just looking at me like, they adapt to me. So it was just like, it was a good environment.
So what was that life like? Okay, you're in college, you're about 21 now, you're getting kicked out.
So it just
what was your next step for you? What was that?
So, and like I said, it's just weird how things happen. So it was another school that I played across Navarro College. They may be like about Waco's, like here, so about another,
I know Navarro, yeah,
about 45 minutes. So I told the coach, I said, Coach, I'm not gonna go to the other school. I don't want to be at the school no more. He looked at me, he's like, huh? Because I killed them. So he's like, come along. And he just, without an issue, brought me right over there. So I told him the issue that was going on. So he's like, you know what? So the guy named Coach this is like.
What year are you in college now?
This is my second year.
Okay.
When I mean, like, this is the devil from hell. Like, but I love this man. Like, no.
He's what you needed.
He's like, he was the dude, that white guy that you was like, what is wrong? He was a Bob Knight and
Bill
whoever
Belichick.
else you can think of, the
Bill
worst coaches
Belichick.
of the worst coach, all in one. Like, I was like, yo, where to get this? And I'm looking at him, I'm like, I don't want to be here no more. But then I'm like, if I keep on quitting and I keep on giving up,
Yeah, it's gonna look.
I'm gonna look like the idiot at the end. So he's like, you know what? You stay, you work hard, you work for your scholarship. He's like, I'm not giving you nothing. He said, I don't care how good you are. He said, you sit out this year, you play with the team, you practice, you
Yeah, that's how it works. Yeah.
and then you pass your grades. He said, I'll give you a full-blown scholarship. I did what I do. He gave me a full scholarship the next following year. So we doing well, still have our ups and downs, whatever. Then one game I hurt my knee badly. So he's like, oh, look at you. Oh, strong, oh, big. My knee hurt, huh? So I'm looking at him like, yo, my knee hurts. Like, he said, all them muscles for what? You know what I mean? So he kind of like motivate me to just like, you know what?
Get it right.
Yeah, so he pushed me in. So now the season, we rolling. So we playing against Paris now. So Paris is the #1 team in our conference. So we play that's like San Jacinto, Steve Francis play, all the other big guys play. So we finally get there. So we playing the game against Paris. Now we beat them. Now we move up to first. On the way back, y'all ain't gonna believe this again.
Oh, God.
Coming back home, we got hit by 18-wheeler.
Oh man.
What?
So first year, one of my teammates died. My second year, 2 teammates died. We got hit.
Oh wow. So in that in particular accident.
No, that
caused
accident.
death?
No, yeah, definitely. No, cause of definitely like ripped everybody in one van, like literally shred the van in half. Like,
That's crazy.
So it's like they was coming around, like we made a U-turn, and it's like I don't know what something just told me to turn around, and look, and I'm seeing the truck coming. I'm like, why is this taking?
Hey, Brenda.
Why is it taking them so long to turn? Make a U-turn? Because we was trying to find CC's pieces. That's the best thing.
Don't LeBron own that now or something like that? I think LeBron owns that now or something like that.
So we went before they. So I'm hearing the truck go boom. There's just that sound, like it's still like crazy. It just past my ear, and then by the time I turn from the front seat to the back seat to see, the only thing you saw, boom.
And you can hear that. That's the
Yeah,
wheel
so
stuff.
you seen the wheels trying to stop, and it's like bent the van like literally in half.
And
Like,
it caused 2 of your teammates to pass away.
yeah, so it hit one of the guys, Jason, which is like I hate talking about this, but it's like because it made me kind of emotional. But
yeah,
I'm
don't do it right now.
I'm gonna try to get through
Get
it real
through
quick
this,
because
this-
like so Jason's one of the guys that he wasn't ever supposed to make it.
Okay.
He's like he tried and tried and tried. So I used to always work with him. Like, yo, you can make it. Coach all want to see this kind of player. This is what he draw for me.
The walk-on type. Yeah.
Right. So he worked, made the team. Same thing with this guy named Powell. So we used to have like African descent kids from another.
Yeah, I know that. So bring them in to be
right,
exchange
right.
students. They could play a little.
So everybody used to make fun of him, but I worked with him. He's a strong kid, 6'9", 6'10", African. Those were the first 2 to go.
Isn't
Two of
that
my friends, the 2 that I helped get on the team is the 2 that died.
Isn't that the way it always goes? Though?
So now I'm looking at myself like, man, if I didn't push these guys so hard to be good,
They wouldn't be there.
They wouldn't be in this.
So how
predicament.
did you deal with that? Like, did you still play?
I didn't sleep for 3 days. Like literally, I was up like this for 3 days straight. Like
I can imagine that.
It's not. People don't think it's impossible, but it's possible for your body not to sleep for 3
I had
days
to go
straight.
all the time without
Yeah.
sleeping. Don't worry about it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And not
Bro,
to be
I ain't sleep
tired.
since
So
yesterday,
like
man.
to me to see that, I was just like more like, man, like you know what I mean. So then the funeral happened, and then his dad just told me like the whole story that he looked me at his book that like broke me. Then so I was just like, from there I was just like, I gotta be better. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I gotta do good for my teammates now. You know what I'm
So
saying?
you got 2 years left in college?
2 years left in college. So now.
Same school?
No, I went to a, you know how we go to Oral Roberts and do the junior camp workout and all that. So I had Evansville, Wichita State, Indiana State, every D1 school you can probably think of. Now, time to come August, I graduate. There's nobody, in May, we graduate, nobody, no scholarship, no nothing is being handed out. So I'm like, what's going on? Call the coach. I'm talking about the whole coaching staff, like all 5 guys came to see me play every time. So I'm like, okay.
It's junior college again, Trevor. I know.
I like JUCO.
Okay,
I
yeah.
know.
I ain't see.
Got it.
We discussed JUCO last time. yeah.
So I'm trying to figure out where all these coaches at now. Like no mail, no nothing. So I'm like, all right, I'm not worrying about it. So I went to NAI school, worked out. I'm talking about this is like almost in NAI school, like Texas. People don't know how big Texas is. You got to take a plane to go into Texas.
Yeah,
so
Texas
it's like
is huge.
one plane to another plane.
Right.
So I'm there at NAI school, don't like nothing. So I'm just like, all right, something got to give, man. Something got to give. So one of my friends went to North Carolina, went to Elizabeth City State. He's like, yo, the coach is looking for a shooter. I said, all right, whatever. I give him the highlight tape. Coach called me like literally the next day. Yo, where you going? I said, I was supposed to go to, he said, no. I'm sending you a scholarship tomorrow.
Yeah.
Like, yesterday I didn't know what was going on.
Nah,
The next day
yeah.
I have a full scholarship.
They got 2 years left there.
2 years left. Go there. No, I did well. We won the CIAA in 2007. You know what I mean? So I went
So that explains why you was at the CIAA event recently, huh? Keep mind.
Yeah.
Next time you go down there.
I gotta
try
get there. I'm
hit
trying
it.
to get there.
I never
Yeah.
been either.
We gotta go,
Y'all-
Jeff.
Well, it sounds like American Dream, and
No,
DJ
yeah.
Authorize is
No,
gonna be at the
look, I mean,
CIAA this year coming
I'm
up.
going down there for different. Like now I can go there. I'm going down there musically now. So it's like I got the clubs. I got.
I'm going to get
promoters.
drunk.
Yeah, so
I ain't-
you know,
I ain't
y'all
gonna lie.
want to come? Y'all more than welcome. I drive this out, so I got a Suburban, so we go
Okay.
all just pack.
Nah,
we get on the plane, don't talk
We
about
can-
it.
We'll
yeah.
be in that
Plane.
Suburban.
Yeah,
We get on the plane.
We can
I don't
host
wanna
a
play with
party.
y'all. I ain't got 16 hours in me right now. I
No,
ain't
it's not
gonna do it.
16. It's about 12.
I can't make it 12 hours with these two. I could do like 2 with them on air, but
No,
I don't
let
know
me
if I
tell
can do
you.
12 in the car. We getting on the
A
plane.
road trip with me, I'm sleeping for the first 2 hours.
That's why I can't go with you. You're not trying to drive. You ain't trying to help. You just did the same.
you see.
I'm
You look like the lazy type
Oh,
tribe.
I don't
We
even
gotta
have a
drive.
license.
Somebody gotta be there to roll up.
You
We
don't
got a
have a
lot going
license?
on.
Don't even have a license.
That's why we get
I
on the plane.
have a permit.
Can't do it. Not on the road. That's why we get on the plane. Listen, let me get through this quick spots on the guys for about 5-10 more minutes, man. American Dream Radio, y'all. I want to thank everybody for tuning in. What we're doing today, 718-239-9200. I'm gonna make sure I get this interview up on YouTube as soon as possible. I know it's a lot of people that get motivated off of good stories, man. So I want to make sure we get to this. I'm gonna cheat and fast forward you a little bit. Senior year, you finish school. What's your thoughts after that? You won a CIAA 1 year. Corinne, you can grab that when you get a chance. Won the CIAA 1 year, and you're done with school now. You're a senior. How old are you? About 24 now. I'm saying
26.
26, yeah, because you
25,
started.
26, yeah.
Yep,
so-
started a year too late. I got it. I seen the 19 start date. But 26 now. Finished school. What was your plans? Was it NBA? Was it DJing yet?
Nah, DJ didn't come nowhere yet. So I was still I was with doing like commercials with Nike.
Okay.
You know, so modeling and
Seen you with the I seen you with the what's my dude? See, I didn't even get to that one. I really go there. I seen you with what's my Common? My guy Common in the
Common in the movie Just Right. So
Just Right.
Oh, you was
Okay.
in Judge?
Yeah.
My man was in that.
He was the dude that ran by and you ain't
Matter
see
of
it.
fact, my man Sean.
Sean, okay.
Yeah. He said y'all worked together a few times before.
So I did start doing movies, did a couple of commercials and things like that, and then I went to playing with the Wizards. I did the ABA for a while. I was in Quebec. Jerome Williams from the Knicks. Big
Jerome. Yeah.
So he sent me to Quebec for a while to play for a while. Came back home, ABA for here and there.
Shout out to the ABA, man. Long
Then
Island.
a guy, my man, Eric Jones from the Harlem Wizard, Broadway, gave me a chance with the Wizards. I played 5 years, traveled the world with them. And then on my
For the people that don't know, the Harlem Wizards is similar to like the Harlem Globetrotters.
Yeah.
So that
Well, when he said Wizard, I was thinking,
he was ready to go. He was like,
all right,
I see you.
hey, all right.
Listen, Harlem Wizards is like they're similar to the Globetrotters that travel around,
Okay.
place to place. They go across the globe and pretty much put on a show for people. But it's sort of dope.
So then, just like I said, fast forward a little bit. Then, like I said, when I did the movie with Just Right, there was the trainer. He was like, "Well, if you score me 3 times in a row, I'll give you a workout." I said, "Who you talking to?" He like, "Me." I said, "Me? Keep scoring you?" I said, "That's not gonna be nothing." So when I went by him the first time, he was like, "I see you soon." So I went and I worked out with them for like 2 weeks. And like Frank Lawrence at the time was, know my name personally, and Courtney Lee, Chris Dudley, Skip to
So when you say work out with them, I want to make sure everybody understand that's the New Jersey Nets now, right?
New Jersey Nets at the time, and it was like this to actually really get a spot on the team.
And actually, the New Jersey Nets was the team that was in the movie.
Yeah.
Just
Right,
Right.
yeah.
So, yeah, I just want to see the people ain't as smart as me, so I want to make sure they know
We saw the movie.
Right.
it's them out there.
Thank you.
It ain't y'all too. I believe in y'all too. It's them out there. Somebody out there who never seen this before.
Right.
That they're gonna be like, what is he talking about movie? So
Right.
Just Right.
With Queen Latifah
Queen
and
Latifah.
Common.
Oh, yeah.
Common.
And I mean, when I mean first class, I asked those two, like Queen Latifah, Paula Patton. I mean, like,
You
Hold on a
had
second, hold
Felicia Rashad. That's my baby.
Hold on
right
one
there.
second. How
That's
Paula
my
Patton, I know
baby,
you
right?
out there listening to American
I
Team
told her,
Radio.
I looked at
Hi,
her.
Paula.
I looked at her, I said, "You are like the perfect 10." She started smiling. She said, "What you mean?" I said, "You got nice teeth, nice lips, nice everything." I'm like,
Everything.
"Ain't nothing wrong with you." Like, what? I'm like, "You're just too fine." She started laughing. It's like, "You're
Pregnant. That's all I got to say. Paul, I see you anywhere. I'll hug you and get you pregnant. See, I told you, don't you ever let Paula walk through this door. She's like, how'd she get pregnant?
Just like that.
So just like I said, just fast forward, 'cause I know we got, short time. So then it was a game that I had one day and I hurt myself playing with the Wizards, tore 2 cartilages in the knee and, things happen. So I was just like, how can I still involve myself, still stay in the game, still be relevant, I guess to some people. Because, everybody's always looking at me like, oh, I see you always doing good. So I was like, how else can I do it? So I just thought of music. I was like, well, you know what? I like basketball. And so a guy named Rick Rivers from Fun Sport gave me my first chance. So I used to go to the games, with the little kids, do the sound effects. And I'm about to take his little Chucky laugh, though. I'm gonna take that, so just letting you know that I'm a W on that. So
There you go right there.
so when people make a move, he's like, no, he wasn't ready. So it's like I was one of the first street ball DJs to really bring it, to the street game, like to like really almost NBA vibe into a street game. You know what I mean? Because you really don't hear too much music.
Right.
And things when we was growing, we ain't had no DJ.
Nah, they turned it up on us.
Right. So now it's like I had the DJ going, the sound effects, the actual Knicks sound, and all.
Now
that.
hold on, let me rewind this because you're tricking the fans right now. Could you DJ originally? Was this just like you just like right now? If I go try and DJ, it's not gonna sound like you on fly
it's
time.
just
Like I don't.
No, it's just
I got nothing.
And I'll be honest with you, it's like nobody taught me. So it's just like I was like self-taught. Like so it's like if I want to learn how to do this, I'm gonna perfect myself.
Where'd
so
you get
like,
the equipment?
I started from like a small controller and then I just worked my way up. But I knew my music. So that wasn't the hard thing. Not knowing the music, just knowing how to blend it, how to control the crowd and see the crowd. So as I kept on practicing, my cousin was telling me like, yo, come outside. Like, nah, I'm in the house at 28, 29, like 2-3 hours at a time, 2-3 days straight. And people was like, yo, like, and my first mixtape, if you hear to this day, you're like, who in the hell was that? I'm like, that was me. But again, I practiced. And then that's when my uncle owned Amnesia at the time back then. I was around like Pro Style. I was around Envy. I was around who else? DJ Clue and
Everybody,
like,
I'm
all
gonna
these
message
guys.
you for a second on there and let you
How
know
did you
that
get the name Authorize? You never put that in.
Okay.
I felt like he said
No, he said it. He
I-
said how he got the brand authorized, but he didn't say.
Okay, so how DJ Authorized first started, Rick Rivers. When I was 15 at the time, playing against Mookie and Bird from Syracuse and Murder and all
Alan
these
Griffin.
dudes. Right, Alan Griffin, all these guys.
Right.
So he was like,
Mal-
who authorized you to shoot? And I'm looking at him like, yo, do this dude know who I am? Like, who he disrespecting like that? So then it kept on going like, oh, I don't authorize you to shoot. I don't authorize you to shoot. And then when I finally
said, I
started killing,
authorize
he
it.
said, I authorize this kid to play. So whatever, it kept on going. So then as I got my DJ, like, all right, I'm gonna be a DJ. I'm gonna say DJ such and such. Google somebody named DJ such and such. DJ Castro is a DJ Castro. I'm like, yo, what can I use?
Oh,
I
you
was
took
like,
that
you know
from me.
what? Authorize. Let me Google that. Nothing pop up. Now, forget about it. Everybody's name is like, you see authorize this and authorize that. So that's where the name originally came
I'm
from.
a message you. I was doing my research as I
like
always
that.
do, man. And speaking to, we got a mutual friend. I ain't gonna blow him up right now, but I said, yo, Authorize is gonna be on the show. He said, who, Castro? like it almost came out right away. And my whole, my
So
whole.
I'm gonna just guess your last name's Castro.
We gonna
Yes.
leave.
Got you.
Yes.
But again, as a basketball friend, so in the world, I'm always gonna
Everybody,
be mixing
yeah.
to my
Yeah,
friends.
he about to finish me right now. I
No,
know.
I ain't gonna finish it right now, but well, matter of fact, I am. I'm gonna make sure he know this. I want y'all to know, Trevor, you Harlem Shook on 106 in Park. Now, I want y'all to do your research out there, because I ain't got the picture, I ain't gonna put it out there. But he was voted like single man of the month, of the year. It was something in the Ebony magazine.
Oh,
Essence.
so that was you, like that.
Come
was,
on,
you
come
got
on,
one
out
of
of
those
call.
little-
Whoa, hey,
I
hey.
always wanted to do something like that. No,
Hey,
no, like
wanna be the
like
single
I have
lady
a
of the month?
highlight in a
Chocolate
magazine,
black-
like
Yeah, I mean, to me, a reason I'm proud of that because
Yeah, it was all jokes aside, it was-
I was the only black male that had tattoos that was urban to be in the Essence
and-
magazine with a shirt off and with tattoos.
You had
Like,
me
I
in the
was
gym
only
for days when I
like
saw
it really it took them almost 2 years to put it back up because it's like a lot of people was
Didn't
like
res-
no,
yeah.
but when they put it up, that was the most sold magazine that they ever had at that
It had
month.
Dwayne
So,
Wade
like,
and
let-
It had
Gabrielle
Dwayne Wade and
Union.
Gabrielle
Yeah.
So let me ask you
Yeah,
something.
they had my boy up there looking sexy. I said, wait a minute now.
Your
Wait a
life
minute.
went from, in Big's term, ashy to classy.
Cassie, yep.
Looking back on the ashy part, right? Just
No.
Looking back on your life then to now, is there anything you regret in your past that got you to where you are right now?
I think God does everything for a reason. You know what I mean? He authorized it the way that he wanted it. And to me, it's just to continue that authorization to help the world, to help people. Like I said, that's why I'm not afraid to tell my story, to help somebody else, to authorize them to say, you know what? He's been through this. I can go through it. You know what I'm saying to you? So it's like literally I met my family like 5-6 years ago on Facebook for the first time in 22 years. So this is how I knew. And then goes back to the Biggie story. My father used to always say, you used to always run away from me and run on Fulton and St. James and be standing right there when Biggie used to rap. I used to be that little kid that was right there on the corner. And this is why I knew I heard the voice before, but I didn't know how. He said, yeah, you used to always run away from me and be on that corner. I knew where to find you every single time. You was on Fulton and St. James.
Shout out to Fulton, St. James, the whole Brooklyn.
Yeah, so it was just weird, like, you know what I mean? And
Full
then,
circle.
And then I found out my mom's
I have a
passed.
question.
Okay.
Would you say, because you had a rough upbringing, it just took for somebody to believe in you, for you to believe in yourself? Because a lot of times, when people go through things during their childhood, that traumatizes them for life. They're never able to,
To bounce back.
Yeah, and then especially in the Black community, we don't deal with our emotional issues. We don't talk about it. If it happens, it just happens, and then we're just expected to get on with it. But do you think it took for someone to see something in you that you didn't see in yourself for you to realize, I got to do better?
To me, that did happen, but then also it's within myself. It's just like, am I going to continue to let people bring me down? If it's, like I said, if it's through molestation or beating me and doing all the things I've been through, am I going to let that get me down? You know what I'm saying? So it's like, to me, it's like, I'm going to be somebody. Regardless of what I go through or how I go through it, I'm going to be somebody. So it's just like, to me, I had a drive in me. I just kept on. I had that push. I don't know what it is, but it's just I had that push in me to keep on going, not stop until I'm successful.
Well, this is what we're gonna do, man. We officially it's about 1:50. We gotta run out of here. Unfortunately, we all got good lives. I'm gonna let you slide in a second. A few things before we go, man. I want to make sure we do this right. We give an advice section here, and this is really one of the things I really like doing here. So I'm gonna ask you. I'm gonna wait for a second because I know Trev got something slick, but I'm gonna ask you the question now. I want you to give some advice to the gentleman that's up in the Bronx that went to a group home. There's a gentleman and a young lady in Brooklyn that's struggling with something, and she's 14, she's 15, trying to get a life together. And I want you to be able to talk to them in that camera in a second, and we're gonna end it there. Hold on before that though. Just hold that thought for a second. Trav, what you got?
Well, just my last question. The whole Authorize brand, outside of the clothing, what else could we expect from Authorize?
My thing is doing like, and I'm not afraid to say it. People say keep it to myself, but I really want to do like just an Authorized complex to where it's like this bowling, skating,
Okay.
this afternoon activities. There's just things where people can get employed to work. You know what I mean? I just want to do just like a big complex to where like this, like I said, there's nowhere kids could go play ball inside no more. You know what I mean? There's nowhere
Run and shoot in Atlanta.
Right. There's nowhere kids can skate in Brooklyn. There's nowhere kids can go
Right.
bowling. They have to go to Long Island. They got to go here, to go there. So I really want to open like a big complex. So anybody that want to donate, that would be a great thing.
Well, that's what I can tell you this. We got a commercial realtor right here.
that too.
And one of my dreams is something similar to get a building and...
Right. I mean, a warehouse, whatever it takes. Like, you know what I mean? Like I said, I do construction. I do interior design, and I do...
Oh, you do?
Like, yes,
so
I do.
So you definitely have to...
Yeah, I can show you some pictures after this thing.
We're
We
gonna bother you. I'm gonna bother you off the air and get all of that good stuff done.
And if you need anybody to host anything,
This with Travis. See,
I got
this the
you.
plug right here.
I'm with like anything that you like. Would you say you're doing for kids somewhere to go? Because like you said, we all grew up somewhat similar. We had things to do.
Right.
You know, there was camp, there was
Community
after
center,
school.
yeah.
It was something. You know what I mean? You just wasn't running the street. So whatever you got going on, whatever you do in the future,
Right. I mean,
count me in.
I definitely want to do like
I'm
toy
gonna do an
drive.
American
I want to do
Dream.
toy drive. I want to do turkey giveaway.
Turkey
do it.
giveaway.
Like,
Yeah,
you know what I mean? I authorize
yeah.
like this. I authorize to give back. Like,
Right.
You know what
Yeah,
I'm
why
saying?
not?
That's great.
Like, you know what I mean? Authorize give back. Like,
I've been poking around with the American Dream kids. I'm gonna get some
Yeah.
kids to come up here and let them come up here some of the after
And
school.
I authorize you make a Bronx hat.
I got you. I would do
I
that.
seen I
You
am
probably had the
Brooklyn.
leather on the top, too. I didn't
Nah, they
even
got-
see
you
that.
That's why I'm going to Alexander right after
We're
this.
gonna go and get that all
Brooklyn
around.
stand
I'm
up.
going
We got I am New York
I like
one for you,
that.
okay?
I got the New York joint. I got the one that Carmelo.
Where's the NY one?
Yeah.
Yeah, I got that joint. Now that I know it's on Alexander,
Yeah, everybody want the I am the Bronx. I got you. I
you
would
know
do it for
something.
you.
Well, you got Brooklyn because you know
You did
everybody.
good with I am Brooklyn. Don't be in the rush.
Brooklyn stand up.
Start, you know, don't listen. This is what
Mind
we're
you,
gonna do,
none
man.
of them have the hat at all.
I know the owner. Listen.
I know him too.
That's a damn. This is gonna do American Dream Radio, y'all. I'm so glad y'all joined us. 718-239-9200. In these conversations, feel free to call up after we even leave and get on Cream Nerve a little bit today. In-house engineer, producer / extraordinaire, cool ass Trav, man. Thank you so much for coming. Tell everybody where they can find you, the podcast, all at one time.
My personal page, Cool Ass Trav, one word. No Disrespect Podcast. That's a No Disrespect Podcast, Instagram and YouTube. And also look out for Shade on Sundays coming soon.
Shade on Sundays.
Yeah.
Now let me ask you this: where y'all supposed to be broadcasting from? So I could.
Oh, we
I don't let nothing go by.
we're at the Gansevoort Market. Mm-hmm. And that's the
Meatpacking.
Meatpacking. Hey, yo.
right and meatpacking district.
Don't fall for trouble.
No, I forgot
Don't
real
fall for
quick.
trouble tricks no more. You say I don't know that. I don't know. You don't know.
It is. It's the meatpacking district. So we there. Y'all can come through. It's free. We got the whole setup going on. We there for the rest of the month. Every
I'm
Saturday.
definitely gonna poke my head
So
in
y'all
there,
can just
man.
come
What time?
through.
For what?
We gotta be there at 4 because they close at 8.
Okay.
So we'll probably start at 5 o'clock.
So
Okay.
I'm be there about 5:15 then.
Right now, who we
BPT.
have on there? We have the owner of Opa. That's a little restaurant they have there.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. His
Is
name
it
is
a
Joe.
noodles?
No, he do
Yeah.
chicken and everything like that. Stuff like barbecue chicken and the wingettes and things like that. So y'all can come through. We there this Saturday and every Saturday. For this month.
Make sure you got some wings when I get over there.
Yeah.
Son.
No, you have to buy. This is a
Come on,
market.
Trey. Come
son.
on, man. See,
This is a
He not
market.
giving out nothing.
I don't know. I'll try to
things.
finagle it. We'll finagle it. Don't worry
Alright.
about it. Just come through.
All right, man. We're gonna work on this. Other Tiff, man. I know you're in the building right now. Tell everybody where they can find you. Where I can get some commercial properties.
You
where I
can catch me
steal
at
some stuff.
ms_Tiff Real Estate, Facebook, Instagram. Yeah.
Is
That's
that
it.
it?
Yeah.
Can you tell King Lynn we said, hey, King Lynn?
King Khalil stalking you.
That's so funny. Don't worry.
But
Hey, King Lynn. How you doing?
Is
brother?
King Lynn cute?
Yeah, she listen. Go to. I'll talk to you off the air. I'm trying to get my life
It's this
together.
bikini pic that he be
It's the
looking
picture.
at.
It's the picture. I'm
picture.
trying
It's
to.
one picture.
It's
It's
a
one
small
picture.
little circle picture. You can't, whatever. But listen, American Dream Radio, man. I'm your host, King Khalil. Man, you can find me on Instagram, King Khalil 400. But I told you I never get the chance to end it the right way. I always make sure that my guests here end it the right way. So one of the things I want to do to make sure we get this right, because I feel like kids seem to find everything. And I know as a kid, and even your story now, got your hands on everything, you found everything. This is their new way to find information and technology. So what I'm gonna ask you is, set this off the air, set it again on the air. It's a 15-year-old, it's a 14-year-old. They're in a shelter, it's another one in some type of halfway house, and they're trying to get their life together. And you'd be surprised, they actually got your hat already, but they can't figure out how to put it together. So I'm gonna ask you to talk to the camera, talk to the live, and just, give them a little bit of advice to the kid that's out there that's trying to get their life together and be in a better position than the one we in right now.
I mean, just believe in yourself, and believe in people that's positive in your life. Just try to keep that positive mindset. There's things going to happen. That's why it's called good and bad. That's why it's called up and down. So it's just like the past and the future. So at the end of the day, just as long as you have that positive mindset and know that you can do better instead of having an issue or situation bring you down, it's just temporarily. Like they say, pain don't last forever. You don't forget it, but it's not going to last forever. So at the end of the day, as long as you keep that positive mindset and push and believe and go what you believe in, that's all that matters. So, at the end of the day, it's like I can tell you what to do, but at the end of the day, it's for you to go and do it. So if I'm telling you it's possible, then it's possible. There's many opportunities out here for everybody. Like now, like you said, it's social media, it's networking. That's everybody's doing something positive. We all CEOs up here. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
Nobody in their last mind thought that I would be a CEO of what I'm doing or authorizing anything that we're doing.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So as long as you believe in it and have positive people in your life, anything is possible.
Well, we're going to leave it there, American Dream Radio. It sounds like cool-ass Trav. We just got authorized. Miss Tiff Real Estate, I want you to go out here and let everybody know you've officially been authorized. Word on the street is you're going to be the one leaving with the purple hat today because I can't authorize nothing in purple. And,
that's my favorite color, too.
Because I was going to go for this.
Trav,
I have a purple cashmere sweater. That's me.
You're only going to wear it once, though. So
No, I'm going to wear it more than once.
Can't trust Trav.
I got a purple cashmere sweater that I was going to wear.
Listen, we're gonna roll dice for